Hello everyone and welcome back to my class. So today I'm going to cover chapter 7 of class 6 mathematics exercise 7.1. Okay, so introduction part have been done. So before watching this exercise part, please go through the introduction part. Okay, so now come to question number 1. Write the fraction representing the set of portion. Okay, write the fraction representing the setted portion. Setted portion, not set. So we can see some figure are drawn here, isn't it? So we can see some figure are drawn here and we have to represent the fraction of the setted portion. So how you will write this in a fraction? So how many are setted here? We can see 2 are setted, isn't it? So in this triangle it is divided into how many part? It is divided into 4 part, and it is divided into 4 part and 2 part is setted. So how you are going to write is 2 upon 4. Okay, so where does this 4 came? So this 4 came from the total part. So how many part we are dividing this triangle? This triangle has been divided into 4 part, isn't it? And 2 setted portions. So 2 upon 4. So again 2 upon 4 is equivalent to what? 2 upon 4 is again equivalent to 1 upon 2. Why this is equivalent to 1 upon 2? Because 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. So if you will divide both this with 2, then we will get 1 upon 2. Okay, so write this nicely in your notebook. Now for the second part, you can see how many parts are setted here. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 parts are setted. That means you will write 8. And what is the total? Total is 9. Okay, now this is least fraction. They don't have any common factors, so your answer will be 8 upon 9. And for this one, for the next one, how many balls are setted here? 4 balls, isn't it? 4 balls are setted. And what is the total ball? Total ball is what? 8. Total ball is 8, isn't it? So if now again 4 and 8 have a common factor, isn't it? 4 and 8 have a common factor. If you will divide both this with 4, if you will divide both this with 4, because both are divisible with 4. So you can see here 4 upon 8, isn't it? So this fraction is 4 upon 8. So you can divide this 4 upon 8 with 4, because both are divisible with 4, isn't it? So common factor is 4. So if you will divide 4, then what we got? 1 upon 2. So 4 upon 8 is equivalent to 1 upon 2. Okay, so hope you have understood. Now come to the next figure. So you can see here one circle, and this is divided into how many part? This is divided into 4 part, and one portion is setted. That means you will write 1. The setted portion you will write as a numerator, and the total part how much it is divided? 4 parts. So it will be written in the denominator. Okay, 1 upon 4. So hope you have understood. So the remaining question 5 6 7 8 and 9 and 10, this question is your homework. Okay, this is very easy, so you can write this. Okay, you can write the answer of this. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. So now come to the next question. Question number 2, color the parts according to the given fraction. Now according to this given fraction, we have to color. Okay, we have to do set it. So here it is, circle is given and the fraction is given 1 upon 6, isn't it? 1 upon 6 means this is divided into 6 part. This is divided into how many parts? 6 part, and 1 part should be setted. So I'm going to set 1 part from here. This part is setted. Okay, this part is setted. So this is 1 upon 6. Now second one, you can see 1 upon 4. That means this triangle is divided into how many part? 4 part, and 1 upon 4 means 1 part should be divided. So the 1 part will be setted like this, not divided. Yes, 1 part should be colored in this way. Now next one, it is given 1 upon 3. So how many part this is divided? This is divided into 3 part and 1 is written. That means 1 part should be setted. So from here I'm going to set this part, isn't it? So you can set using pencil. Now second 4 question, you can see here it is given 3 upon 4, isn't it? What is given here? 3 upon 4. So how many part is divided here? 4 part, isn't it? And 3 is in numerator. So numerator number should be setted. So I'm going to set how many part? 3 part. Okay, in this way you can set in this way. Now this question is your homework. This is 4 upon 9. All are of 9 part and 4 parts should be shaded from there. Okay, now come to question number 3. Identify the error if any. If there is any error, then we have to identify the error. Here, this is what? 1 upon 2. Now, is this right? This is not right. Why this is not right? So, to write in a fraction, it should be an equal part, okay? But here you can see the shaded portion is bigger than the unshaded portion, isn't it? So we cannot write 1 upon 2, okay? If we are going to divide one circle like this. Now, these are not equal part, okay? To write in a fraction, we have to divide this into equal part. If they are not equal, then we cannot write them in a fraction. So first, if I have apple and if I will cut equally and I will distribute with my friends, so that can be written as a part, okay? How many part you are eating and how many part you are giving to your friends. But if you are cutting the apple into small and big piece, okay, if the pieces are not equal, then you cannot write them in a fraction. So in the same way, this triangle, here the shaded portion is bigger, okay, this shaded portion is bigger, and this is one trapezium, isn't it? And the up one is one triangle. They are not equal, so this is not correct. This is what? Error, okay? This is mistake. Now second one is written what? This is 1 upon 4. So this is right or wrong? Can you tell me? So this will be also what? Wrong, isn't it? This will also be wrong, because they are not shaded equally and they are not divided equally. So they are not the right fraction. Okay, what you will write? Shaded portion do not represent the given fraction. Now you can see this is 3 upon 4. So this is also not correct, because this shaded portion, because this circle, the shaded part and unshaded part, they all are not equal, isn't it? Some are very big and some parts are very small. So this cannot be represented in a fraction. Understood? So hope you have understood. If we are going to write them in a fraction, then first we have to divide equally. Okay, we have to divide it equally. After that we can write them in a right fraction. Now, question number 4. What fraction of a day is 8 hours? Okay, we have to write the fraction for 8 hours of a day. Okay, you have to remember, you have to see this also, day and hour. So, one day, how many hours is there? So, one day is equal to how many hours? We have 24 hours, isn't it? So what will be the solution? Since one day is equal to 24 hours, isn't it? One day equal to 24 hours. Day is written and hours is written, so we have to write like this. Therefore we have to write the fraction of 8 hours, isn't it? Fraction of 8 hours equal to 8 upon 24. Okay, so for 8 hours we have to write, so 8 will be in numerator and 24, the total hours, will be the denominator. So 8 upon 24. Now 24 and 8, they have a common factor, isn't it? So if you will divide both this with 8, you will get 1. 8 divide 8 is 1, and 24 divide 8, how much you will get? 3, isn't it? So what is the answer? 1 upon 3, because I have divided 8 ones are 8 and 8 threes are 24, isn't it? So this become 1 upon 3. Okay, now come to the next question, question number 5. Now question number 5. What fraction of an hour is 40 minutes? Of an hour is written here, isn't it? So 1 hour and minute is given. So 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? 60 minutes, isn't it? So 60 minute will be your what? Denominator, and 40 will be the numerator. Okay, so let me show you the solutions for. So here you can see, since 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, therefore the fraction of 40 minutes we have to write. So 40 upon 60. 40 upon what? 60. Now both are divided with what? Both are divided with 20. Or suppose you can cancel this like this, 40 upon 60, isn't it? Now 0 and 0 can get cancelled like this, and 4, 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. So what is the answer? 2 upon 3 is your answer. Okay, 2 upon 3 is your answer. So in this way we have to cancel it out. So 0 0 will get cancelled, and 4 and 6 we can cancel both with dividing with 2, isn't it? So if you will divide 4 with 2 you will get 2, and 6 with 2 you will get 3. So this is our answer. So now come to the next question, question number 6. Now question number 6. Arya, Abhimanyu and Vivek share lunch. Arya has brought 2 sandwich, 1 mat of vegetables and 1 of jam. The other 2 boys forgot to bring their lunch. Arya agreed to share his sandwich so that each person will get an equal share of sandwich. How can Arya divide his sandwich so that each person has an equal share? And B question, what part of sandwich will each boy receive? Isn't it so? So total how many sandwiches is there? There are 2 sandwiches, isn't it? One is made of vegetable and the other is made of jam. The other 2 boys forgot to bring their lunch. Arya agreed to share his sandwich. Okay, so other they forgot to bring their lunch, so they are very good friends. So what they are going to do, they are going to share Arya's lunch in between 3 of them. So number A question is written, how can Arya divide his sandwich? Okay, how he will divide so that each person has an equal share, so that everyone will get equal share. And B question is written, what part of a sandwich will each boy receive, and how they will divide it and what part they will receive, we have to explain that one. Okay, so now the solution is, so Arya will divide his sandwich into 3 equal parts, isn't it? So they will divide the sandwich into 3 equal parts and give 1 part of each sandwich. There are 2 types of sandwich, isn't it? So the first answer is this. So now second one, how they will divide, 1 into 1 upon 3 part they will get. What they will get? 1 into 1 upon 3. So this is equal to what? 1 upon 3. They will get 1 upon 3 part. So from sandwich they will get 1 upon 3 part. 3, why 3 parts? Because means 1 upon 3, why 3? Because there are 3 friends, isn't it? So 3 friends will divide into 3 parts. So 1 upon 3 is their sharing part. So now come to the next question. Now Kanchan dye dresses. She had to dye 30 dresses. Okay, how many dresses? 30 dresses. And she has so far finished 20 dresses. So what fraction of the dress has she finished? Means total dress. Total dress is equal to how much? 30, isn't it? Total dress is equal to 30. And how much is finished? Completed is equal to how much? Completed. How much she completed? She have completed 20 dress, isn't it? 20 dress. So what is the fraction? So fraction is equal to what? So the fraction is equal to 20 is completed. So 20 upon 30. So how you will write? Fraction is equal to 20 upon 30. So if you will divide both this with 10, if you will divide both this with 10, you will get 2 upon 3. Okay, 2 upon 3 we will get. So what will be the answer? So answer will be 2 upon 3. So the part is what? 2 upon 3. So you can write this like this. Okay, total is how many dress you have to dye? 30 dress. And how many is completed? 20. So fraction will be 20 upon 30. Okay, hope you have understood. Now come to the next question. Question number 8. Now question number 8 is important. Okay, write the natural number from 2 to 12. So you have to write all the natural number from 2 to where? 12. And what fraction of them are prime numbers? So you have to find out the fraction of the prime number. Okay, fraction of the prime number. So come to the solution. Now natural number. So natural number from 2 to 12. So what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till 12 we have written like this, isn't it? Now prime number from 2 to 12. So which are prime number from here? We can see 2, 3. We know what is prime number, isn't it? The number which is divisible with 1 and itself, isn't it? 1 and itself. So 2 is divisible with 1 and 2 only. And 3 is also divisible with 3 and 1. So these are prime number, and 5 is also prime number, 7 is also prime number, then 11 is prime number. So how many prime number we got? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Now hence the fraction of prime numbers is equal to how many prime number we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is there, isn't it? How many prime number? 5 prime numbers. So what we will write? 5 upon, and how many numbers are there between 2 to 12? So we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here it is written from 2 to 12, isn't it? So 2 and 12 will also be counted. If in the question it will mention between 2 and 12, so you have to write the number between 2 and 12 only, but here it is written from 2 to 12. So 2 and 12 number will also be calculated. So what is the answer? 5 upon 11 is our answer. Okay, now come to the next question. Question number 9. Question number 9. Write the natural number from 102 and 113, full stop. What fraction of them are prime numbers? So this question is just like question number 8. Okay, this is homework for you. So 102 to 113 you have to write all the numbers. Okay, and you have to find out the fraction number from, prime number from there. Okay, which are the prime number, and you have to count how many prime number are there. After that you have to write the fraction. Okay, so question number 9 is your homework. Now come to question number 10. What fraction of this circle have x in them? So we can see some circle is given here, isn't it? So what fraction? So what will be the fraction where x is there? Okay, where x is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 4 circle there is x, isn't it? In the 4 circle there is x. So what you will write? 4 upon, and what is the total? 4 upon 8, isn't it? 4 upon 8. Again 4 upon 8 is equivalent to what? 1 upon 2, because when you will divide this with 4, if you will divide, you will get 1, and 8 divide 4 you will get 2. So what is the answer? 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 is our answer. Okay, so question number 10 answer will be in this way. Now come to the last question of this exercise. This is question number 11. Christine received CD player for her birthday, isn't it? CD player. She brought 3 CD player. How many CD player? 3 CD player, and received 5 others as gift. How many? She already brought 3 CD player. After that again she received 5 other as gift. What fraction of her total CD did she buy, and what fraction did she receive as a gift? Now you have to write the fraction, that how much she brought. Okay, how much she buy. So how much she buy? 3, isn't it? 3 she buy. And what is the total CD? Total CD is 8. So the fraction that she buy will be equal to 3 upon 8, isn't it? Again the fraction that she receive as a gift. So how many she receive as a gift? 5. And what is the total? So while writing fraction, the denominator you have to write the total, and numerator you have to write the required fraction, isn't it? How many you got and how many you received. So the proper solution I am going to show you. So step 2, write this is total numbers of CDs equal to 3 plus 5, isn't it? Equal to 8. And number of CD purchase, how many she buy is equal to 3. So fraction of CD purchase is equal to 3 upon 8. Now fraction of CD receive is equal to how much she receive? She receive 5, isn't it? So 5 upon 8. So this is your answer. So thank you for watching my video. So if you will like my video, then yes, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you all of you, and stay safe and stay home. Bye bye, and see you soon in my next video.